A real comedian. We have had spoken word and live painting before. We have had improv and music before, and now I'm happy that we finally got some comedy included in the Raindance. So Papa Neil is going to come up here and do some comedy for us, and we're going to ask him to say a few questions. So Papa Neil. This way. So, how did you get into comedy?
Well, I would have to say that my whole life I've been told I was funny, but it wasn't until seeing a lot of the hardship in the world that made me decide if I can make somebody laugh, then that's a better day.
That's a good reason to get into comedy. So who would be your most influential comedians?
Okay, well, for those of you that remember Lenny Bruce, and then pretty much any of the Saturday Night Live guys from '78.
All right, and the last question would be, where are you going with your comedy?
You know, I never thought about doing this professionally. I just figured if I can make some people laugh, then I'll make them laugh. That's it.
Cool, well thank you very much, and Papa Neil, everyone.
Alright. Alright, so we lost about half the crowd, so that tells you how old those fuckers were. So, I got a friend of mine, he's a really old Indian dude. He's like a casino Indian, not like the customer service Indian, but he got it. Been on the help desk a lot, have you? So, every time I see the man, he just always loves telling me the story about the first time he ever saw a white man, about 200 yards out of range. It was alright. I promised him I'd tell it, I did. Alright, let's get on. Let's move on, alright? So how many of y'all have kids? I see there's one here. Alright, so, you ever take your kids to the county fair and lose them? Well, not, you know, on purpose. I mean, sometimes it's an accident. So, I did that with my kids once. And they came back. It sucked. But they had all this stuff in their hands, and it was full of junk. And so I'm like, you know, I didn't give you guys any money. Where'd you get all that? And my son is just like, well, I don't know, I just kind of found it. Like, well, why don't you go see if you can go find Daddy a new car? Don't want the new car, huh? All right, I do. So I'm in California, and I'm stopped at a stoplight, and there's two dudes on the corners with signs, with cardboard signs. The guy on this side has a sign that says, for $5 a week, I'll stay away from your daughter. The guy on this side of the street had a sign that said, for $10 now, I'll kick his ass. I had $10, I wanted to see a fight. I think those guys were in cahoots because I gave him my 10 and he ran. Yeah, and then that little bastard over there turned his sign around and said, loser. California. So, I'm still in California and I'm sitting in the LA County Jail. And this dude starts walking over towards me. He stands about this tall, you know, about 4 foot nothing, 5 foot nothing, probably weighs about 110 pounds, got tattoos all the way up and down his body. Bald head, tattoo right here. He kind of looked like a dude, like if you took him, turned him upside down, he'd look like a giant ballpoint pen. So he starts walking over towards me. And you know, when you're in jail, I don't know, a couple of you look like you've been there, so you know, you got to keep your head on a swivel so that, you know, something doesn't happen. I mean, because, you know, you could get stabbed or something else. So the dude's walking towards me, and I'm looking over at him. Before he could get to me, I give him my prison face. And I just kind of look at him. I'm like, what you in for? And he looks at me, he's like, murder. Well, first it was kidnapping, then it was murder. He's like, oh. He looks at me and he goes, what are you in for? I was like, California carpool lane violation. They're tough out there, I'm telling you. I really thought the carpool thing would get me some street cred, but it didn't. Not a bit. Penboy and I are registered at Walmart, if any of y'all are wondering. So, let's see, California, I love that state. I hear they're having some problems though. Because of all the people that have plastic surgery, when they die, California's not sure if they should bury them or recycle them. Well, I mean, think about it. They just got done banning plastic straws. You think they want to put those plastic lips, boobs, and butts in the ground? No, they don't. So I think we should recycle them. And we could open up like a body part store. I mean, you know, they'd be discounted because they're used, all right? But if you could pick your own, look, you're laughing. If you could pick your own body parts, wouldn't you? I mean, you know, if I could have Angelina Jolie's lips on me anywhere, I probably would think about it, you know? So I figure, well, maybe you could will them to your kids. You know, I'm not really sure what your kids are gonna do with your boobs, but you know, I'm not gonna judge. You could turn it into a game. It's not like pin the tail on the donkey, but you could say like pin the lips on the boobs. Okay? Well, it's a drinking game. Come on. I mean, you have to be drinking for this one. But after you're drinking for a while, those boobs, they start to look a little bit like the butt. So that's okay. We're just going to change the name of the game from pin the lips on the boobs to kiss my ass. You got that one. I just want to let you know, young lady, your mommy is so funny.
See, I told you.
And if there's anything that Josie doesn't understand, please just explain it to him, okay? So, my wife and I have been married for 27 years. Swear to God, 27 years. Same person, okay? Thanks. And I made the mistake one time of telling her it was 30 years. And I was like, babe, being married to you for the last 30 years has been the best 30 years of my life. Well, okay, except for the 70s. I mean, come on. It was the 70s, you know, tube tops, dolphin shorts. Oh yeah. Some of you are a little too young for that. So anyways, I said to her, except for the 70s, the last 30 years been the best. She looks at me and she's like, well, why are guys always exaggerating? I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, we've only been married 27 years, not 30. Women, you know? And I know she loves me because she checks out, you know, she makes sure that I'm healthy. I was getting out of the shower the other day. She's in the shower, coming in, she's checking me out, and I'm like, yeah, baby. She goes, you know what? You should go to the doctor and get that skin tag looked at. Some of you are all getting it. Some of you didn't. That's all right. But she is the kind of wife that'll make a man want to have an ex-wife. Okay, after 27 years, all men, women, you all have fantasies. We know it. It's okay. All right? So, you know, the other day, one of the girls in my fantasy got married in real life. Bummed me out. I told my wife. I was like, babe, you know that chick I dream about? The other one, not you, the other one. She's like, yeah, she just got married. No more, can't dream about her. My wife looks at me and says, oh, that's sad. What's the matter? You afraid of some stiff competition? See, she's the kind of wife make a man have an ex-wife. My wife. So, what was that? I thought you said something, I don't know, I hair shit. I get high a lot.
Oh, I said those are good.
That's only because you know it's true. Okay? Now, here's another true fact for you women. Gravity affects men also, not just you. This used to be my pecs. Yeah. Trust me, it's hard getting them back up. At my age, getting them up, you know, damn near impossible. Let's see. What do I want to tell you about my family next? Oh, my son. Oh my God. Okay, so at about 7 or 8 years old, my son taking a shower for the first time basically by himself. All of a sudden I hear him screaming and yelling, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy!" And I'm like, oh my God, I get up, I go start running towards the bathroom. He comes running out, he's covered in head to toe with soap and everything. And I go, "What's the matter?" He goes, "Daddy, look, it's big." Okay, back in the shower. Do you have children? This is what you got to look forward to. No? Not gonna have kids? You probably should. You know what? I tell my sons that we had 2, just in case we had to get rid of one. You know, we wanted to keep one. And they always argue who's going first. They don't know. It's me. I'm leaving. So yeah, if you have kids, you'll love them. Yeah, you'll love them. So, when I was in the military, I was the best soldier the Army had ever seen. And I know I was. Because why else would you give someone else extra duty if they don't do their own job? Because I don't know what the Army song is. And I was in the fucking Army for 18 years. And the only reason I know the Marine song is because I seen John Wayne singing it. So, that tells you how old I am. Okay, so I'm there humming along, and I get to this colonel's office. And I did something that haunted me my entire military career. I knocked on his door, I got down on my knees, grabbed his door, and I said, "Excuse me, Colonel, do you mind if I hum while I polish your knob?" That wasn't exactly the response I got from the Colonel. True story. He actually said to me, "Well, this is a first, and no, you may not hum." I was like, "Even the Marine song?" He's like, "Well, okay, maybe that." Thank you, everybody. I'm Papa Neil. Oh, you know what? Since this is a music thing, I decided I'm going to play you guys a song that I wrote. Nick, if you don't mind, please. Oh, there's one right back there. Okay. All right, hold on. So I've been working on this song for about 6 months, and I don't need any power or nothing. It ain't that good. I don't want to die.
Check the straps on that.
Can you hear it? You can't even hear it, can you? I need the acoustic. No one can hear it. I'm sorry about this. My prop guy was supposed to have it ready. Well, I guess that's what happens when you hire some dude to get high outside. Y'all can hear that, right? Okay, now, like I said, I've been working on this song for about 6 months. I think it's almost done. It might need a little bit more work. Are you ready? What do you think? Good? I think you think it needs more? Because, I mean, after 6 months, that motherfucker's hard to write. Hard to play, too. I could never do it twice. Amen. Nope, I'm out of key again. All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
You know, Jiu-Jitsu Jim over here one time told me that I had made his dreams come true. And I gotta tell you, that's the first time I've ever heard that from a man.
Are they moving too fast? You can't see them.
At your age, nobody ever accused you of going fast.
All right.
Is that it?
No, stay there. We're going to start with the who won what?
If we win,
Who won what?
if we won,
Actually, I believe you all get to put your name on the wall for performing tonight. That's how I understand this wall behind us is. And this is the second to last performance the Raindance will have at Ole Immigrants as his soul. And I'd like to wish Pat a wonderful life back east with his family.
yeah.
Thank you for hosting us here. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and go with the winner of comedy first. And honestly, you're probably one of the best. You're probably the best local independent musician I've ever heard told a joke. No, I've been to some local comedy, and you do a good job, brother.
Thank you.
I don't laugh loud like other people, but I was snickering a heck of a lot back then. So, Papa Neil, and thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
And then,
Y'all got talent? Come on and play. Do the rain dance.
Clouds inside my